Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to play a little bit of Constructed. I'm probably going to try to get 5 wins, and I'm going to use a deck that I've never used before. I actually just constructed the deck, so I've actually never played with this deck before. Obviously it contains some variation of the Blade Flurry rogue, but I also tossed in the Unearthed Raptor, and the general idea is that you should try to use the Unearthed Raptor on Nerubian Egg. That is ideal, since you then essentially pay 3 mana in order to get a 7 attack, 8 HP guy, just for 3 mana. So if you can use the Unearthed Raptor on the Nerubian Egg, that's very good, but if you can't do that, then you can use it on the Loot Order, or on the Haunted Creeper, or even on the Piloted Shredder also. So a lot of the deck's power revolves around using your Unearthed Raptor in order to get the advantage. But then in addition to that, it also has some of the oil rogue mechanics, like Deadly Poison and Blade Flurry and Tinker's Sharp Sword oil. So it is a combination between Unearthed Raptor rogue and Blade Flurry rogue, you could say. So, and then there's also just Big Game Hunter to take care of any large threats that might pop out. And Beneath the Grounds, I really like Beneath the Grounds. It's actually a very good card, since even if you only get one of the Nerubian stuff out of your opponent's deck, then this card has already paid for itself, since you then essentially paid 3 mana in order to get a 4 attack, 4 HP minion, which is very good. But then in the end, this can actually provide you with 12 attack, 12 HP minions. So this should work pretty good, but as I said, I've never played with the deck before. I just created it, so I hope that things will go good. So let's give it a try.
Valeera versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine!
Watch your back.
Okay, so since I am going second, keeping Edwin Van Cleef is very good, since you can, if you really want to, then in the second turn, you can use the coin and then throw out Edwin Van Cleef. But it's just very good to keep the coin if you're going second, and keep Edwin Van Cleef, since the coin essentially turns him into an extra 2 attack, 2 HP minion. Eviscerate I don't actually want, so I think we will throw that away, and Beneath the Grounds we can certainly keep. Okay, so here we can make a pretty large Edwin Van Cleef. We can make him a 6/6 right now if we wanted to, but we can't really deal very efficiently with the Imp Gang boss yet. So I think I will just play this right now and keep the rest of the stuff for later. And we get pretty lucky. We just drew the Nerubian from the very top, so it is definitely a very good start so far.
My shield for Argus!
Okay, so let's see here.
Here we go.
Put this out of your head!
Why do you go?
Okay, so I definitely think that using Blade Flurry here will be pretty good. No, I can't use that since I won't have enough mana then. So I think using that, and then that should be pretty good.
Here we go.
All of you!
Okay, unfortunately, if I play Dr. Boom here, I will probably lose, since I will take an enormous amount of damage next turn. So...
So many
Jeez, I don't really have a whole lot of options right now. I think if I sap that guy, it will be best, and then I can play Tinkerer's Sharp Sword Oil. Yeah, so let's do that. Run that there. Do that. Obviously, run that in there. And then I think I should keep the sword for now, probably. Yeah, I think that will be best.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Okay, well that's certainly not good. It looks like I might die the next turn, since he probably has enough damage to kill me.
Well played.
Yeah, so it was pretty obvious that he would have enough damage to kill me, since the whole idea of his deck is just to deal damage to the opponent's face.
Valeera versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Watch your
Okay, this is a pretty good opening. I would obviously like to have the coin, but it's not the end of the world. Now, the ideal opening is to throw out Nerubian Egg and then after that play Unearthed Raptor on top of the Nerubian Egg.
Nox Ramus is ours. Nox Ramus is ours.
Mind if I roll knee? Hey, give me that!
I wonder. Time waits for no one.
Okay, so we can just delay the damage that he's going to throw out to us a little bit by doing that, and that takes care of a lot of the
go.
power which he had on the field.
Where shall I strike?
Okay, so that's extremely good. He wasted quite a lot of resources just to deal with Dr. Boom.
My shield for Argus!
Here we go.
I concede.
Okay, so that one went much better than the previous one, but I think that in the previous one the biggest problem that we encountered was the fact that he silenced Edwin Van Cleef.
Valeera versus Rexar!
Let the hunt begin.
Watch your back.
Okay, so he's got a very weak opening so far, that is good.
Mind if I roll knee?
To my side.
Hey, give me that! Put this apple on your head. I'll show them. I'll show them all.
That sucks for you. Let's just see here. Playing Defender of Argus right now isn't the very best. Let's see what we get from
Hey, give me
this.
that.
Okay, that doesn't help us at all. So I guess just killing that guy now should be pretty good, I think. Yeah, I don't see why not.
I wonder. Here we
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Okay, let us see what that is. Okay, so then we will do this. Okay, how much does that thing cost? 3 mana. Okay, that's not a problem. So then we do that.
Here we go.
And that, and that.
My shield for Argodox! All of you!
Okay, Beneath the Grounds isn't really going to help us right now, so we will just get our weapon and then hopefully next turn we can get Blade Flurry. That will be awesome. Okay, so that's not exactly Blade Flurry.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Here we go.
I let the dogs out.
Okay, that's not really good. We might be dead the next turn. Okay, so now it is Blade Flurry or Bust. Okay, Eviscerate isn't going to help us. Wild Pyromancer or whatever will help us now. Let's see. No, that isn't it. And yeah. Nothing we can do about that. If we had gotten Blade Flurry, we certainly could have stood a chance to win.
protect the wild.
Watch your back.
Okay, we will throw away those two. Unfortunately, we are not going second once again. Okay, so this is an incredibly bad opening. Horribly bad.
Here we go.
Okay, well, thank you very much for the swipe.
Unnatural.
Here we go.
Where shall I strike?
Running a program.
Okay, so...
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Elune, guide my lance.
Okay, so this is pretty good. I don't have any problems with this.
Lapdogs, all of you.
Okay, that was a very weak swipe, so that is good. Okay, Eviscerate isn't going to help us all that much.
Here we go.
By the power of Ragnaros, I have
Here we go.
Okay, that is certainly good. The more cards that he draws, the more cards I will get from my Nerubians, so I am absolutely happy with that.
Time waits for no one. I can see. Valeera versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Watch your back.
Okay, this is actually a pretty damn good opening. I will keep all of these, since Deadly Poison in the opening hand means that you can kill just about anything that the mage will throw out. Either a mana worm or a mech warper, anything like that.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Here we go.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Wow, that must be a little bit painful.
Here we go.
Having both of your sorcerer's apprentices getting eaten up by a rogue dagger, that must be a little bit painful.
I serve the Fire Lord.
Whoops.
Yeah, that sucks for you. Now I can just do this and that.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Here we go.
You require my assistance?
Okay, so that once again sucks for this guy. So we will play that first, or what if it is the spell once again? Or counterspell. If it's counterspell again, then I won't be all that happy. So let's play this first. Okay, so it's not counterspell. So then we can just do this.
You want it? I got it.
Okay, so now we can just break his ice block.
My shield for Argon.
Oh, it's not ice block. So that sucks for him.
You win. Well played.
Valeera versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer.
Watch your back.
Okay, this isn't the best opening, but hopefully we can get a backstab pretty early, since that will be able to deal with any small minions that he throws out, and then also a deadly poison will be very good at the beginning.
Pleasure is
The
mine.
elements will destroy you.
Yeah, so that is why I wanted backstab. Backstab would have definitely been very good there. So unfortunately now we're gonna take at least 6 damage to the face. Okay, make that 10 damage.
The elements will destroy you.
Here we go.
I can fix anything. Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, Blade Flurry is certainly good.
Well played.
Okay, Velociraptor is good, but it's not exactly what I want to do right now. So let's do this.
My shield for Argon.
I see. Well played.
To the breach. The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Hurry up. Portals online. Hello, hello, hello.
The elements will destroy you.
Okay, so we can play that, and then what will be the most efficient here? I think that there, that there, that there, that there. Yeah, or that there, that there. Yeah, that will be best. So
Dogs. All of you.
that there, that there, that there,
Lapdogs. All of you.
and that there, and that there. Yeah, I think that is the best way to do it. Okay, unfortunately for this guy,
My
his
shield for
gay rush deck didn't work.
I will be your death. I will be your death.
The elements will
Yeah, too bad for him.
I will be your death.
Valeera versus Rexar.
let the hunt begin.
Watch.
Okay, Haunted Creeper is good, and the fact that we go second is also good, because then we can use Backstab. Backstab is extremely important to have in your opening hand against a lot of classes. Any classes like Shaman that throws out the Whirling Zap-O-Matic, or any classes that throw out 3/2s. Like Hunters, they also throw out that other 3/2 guy that has that does the jousting, that if you win the joust then you draw that card. Basically those guys also. So here we will play that and attack that guy with our face. And then in the next turn, if he plays a 2/3 or something like that, then we could kill it with the help of Backstab.
Here we go.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Yeah, unfortunately for you, your little gay deck is going to not fare too well from now on.
My shield for Argot.
Okay, so that is definitely explosive trap. We know that now, but there's really nothing we can do about it, so we just have to attack.
Into the breach.
I will be your death. I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Okay, so how much damage do we now have? We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, fuck you and your gay deck.
Death.
Here we go.
Into the breach.
I will be your death.
Okay, so we finally, after losing the first and third game, we finally got into the rhythm of playing with this deck. It is pretty clear that there is a lot of gay hunters on the ladder, and there are a lot of shamans on the ladder, so it seems that in order to do best on the ladder at the moment, you have to get a lot of healing in your deck. So I think decks that heal themselves will do extremely well right now. Stuff like the Reno Warlock. I think I still have a Reno Warlock here, yes. stuff like this Reno Warlock, which you basically play Reno Jackson whenever you want, since you have 30 cards in your deck. This will do extremely well, and anything that has anti-killbot in it will also do very well. And fortunately the VelociRogue does have 18 healing, thanks to the anti-killbot, but I think 18 healing is still not enough. As we saw in like 2 of the games now, guys managed to get you down to like 5 HP. I think at one stage I was down to 2 HP even. So it just seems that there are a very, very large amount of gay rush decks on the ladder at the moment. So I think that actually my lockdown deck will do extremely well if I play it a little bit more this month, since my lockdown deck has a total of in the region of 50 healing. It has 50 healing, since if you play Brand Bronzebeard with the double anti-kill bot and the other stuff that can also heal you, like Alexstrasza, Lodraxis, Urban Ring, Farseer, anything like that, in the end you get about 50 healing. And those gay rush decks like the Rush Shaman, Rush Paladin, Rush Hunter, any of those guys will just get decimated. So I think if you guys are going to want to play this deck this month, then I think it would be best to add a little bit of healing. Now, I'm not too certain how one would go about adding more healing to the deck. The obvious choice would be adding Earthen Ring Farseer. Obviously that and anti-killbot is the biggest healing stuff, but if you really want to go overboard, then you can also add stuff like Priestess of Elune, which will also heal you, and obviously Alexstrasza will also heal you. You can even add something like Refreshment Vendor, since Refreshment Vendor combined with Defender of Argus is very good. Since if you play Defender of Argus on it, then it becomes a 4/6 with Taunt, so that's actually incredibly good. But stuff like Tournament Medic won't work all that good with a rogue, since you don't use your hero power as much as other classes like Paladin or Mage or something like that. If you play Paladin or Mage or anything that uses their hero power a lot, then Tournament Medic will certainly be good this month. But I think the only adjustment that I would make to this deck is perhaps adding Alexstrasza, since in the end that will heal you for about 15. And what I would remove is Big Game Hunter, since in all of the games that we played now, I only managed to use Big Game Hunter once, so it is a definite card that can be replaced. I think Beneath the Grounds performed very well. Eviscerate didn't perform all that well, and Sap absolutely sucked. So I think perhaps removing Sap and putting in Alexstrasza and another card will certainly be good. So like I said, this is just a kind of an alpha version deck. It is just a deck that I slapped together like at the beginning of this video, so it can certainly be improved on. And like I said, it seems that there are so many rush decks at the moment in February that I think adding more healing to this deck will make it extremely good, since you do take a little bit of damage, a little bit of face damage when you attack stuff with your weapon, with the Deadly Poison and the Tinkerer Sharpsword Oil. But usually anti-killbot will be enough to heal you and keep you alive, but it's just with the amount of rush decks that is out at the moment, it's not very good. So Alexstrasza or Priestess of Elune or anything like that, you can substitute for Sap. So yeah guys, that is pretty much it. The deck worked pretty damn good. the first and third round game that we played, obviously, I think it was the first game where we lost, and I absolutely contribute that to the fact that the opponent had Iron Beak Owl when he had it. If he didn't have Iron Beak Owl there, then we certainly would have won. So I can just write that one off to very bad luck on our part. But yeah, I think the deck is working pretty good. And if you don't have Edwin Van Cleef, then you can certainly substitute it for anything that can heal you. Like I said, Alexstrasza, Priest of Sylveloon, Refreshment Vendor, or Earthen Ring Farseer. Anything like that will be very good. Obviously not Voodoo Doctor, since Voodoo Doctor sucks a whole lot. So yeah guys, that is pretty much it. I will certainly try to think about more inventive decks, like this deck that combines the Oil Rogue with the Deadly Poison and all of that, and it also combines the Earthen Ring, Unearthed Raptor Rogue, because you do actually get a deck that plays exclusively with these cards, and then you get a deck that plays exclusively with these cards, basically. So I think this is a pretty good combination of both of them. So yeah guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Ah, Hero, we were just talking about you.
This burden falls to you. Join me. We don't have much time.
Thank you. It's the least you can do to support this. The Alliance needs heroes like you more than ever.
I thank you.